My sister's husband's grandfather, Mr. Songtao, was a scholar in the county. One day, he was lying in bed sick when he suddenly saw an official messenger holding government documents, leading a horse with white hair on its forehead, and said, "Please go to the exam." Mr. Song asked, "The examiner hasn't come. How can the exam be held suddenly?" The official did not answer, but kept urging him to leave. Mr. Song had to ride the horse with him, feeling that the roads they traveled were very unfamiliar. Soon they came to a city, like a city where the emperor lived. After a while, they entered a government office, and the palace was very majestic. There were more than a dozen officials sitting in the hall, most of whom Mr. Song did not recognize. Only one of them was Guan Yu. There were a few cases and 2 sitting stools in front of the hall, and there was already a scholar sitting at the bottom, so Mr. Song sat next to him. There were papers and pens on each table. After a while, a scroll with a topic flew down from the hall. Mr. Song looked at it, and it said 8 words. 1 person, 2 people, intentional, unintentional. After they finished writing their articles, they handed in their papers to the hall. There was a sentence in Mr. Song's article. If you intentionally do good deeds, even though it is a good deed, you should not reward him. If you unintentionally do bad things, even though it is a bad thing, you can also not punish him. The officials in the hall kept praising while passing it around. So they called Mr. Song to the hall and said to him, "There is a vacancy for a city god in Hunan, and you are suitable for this position." Mr. Song suddenly realized, and while kowtowing, he cried and said, "I am honored to be given this important task. How dare I refuse? But my old mother is already in her 70s, and there is no one to take care of her. Please allow me to wait until my mother dies before I can follow the call." A person resembling an emperor in the hall immediately ordered to check the lifespan of Mother Song. An official with a long beard, holding a book recording people's lifespan, flipped through it and said, "Mother Song still has 9 years of life." While the officials were hesitating, Guan Yu said, "Let's let the scholar named Zhang act as a substitute for 9 years, and then let him take over." So the person who looked like an emperor said to Mr. Song, "You should take up your post immediately, but now I consider your kindness and filial piety, and give you a 9-year leave. When the time comes, I will call you again." He also said a few encouraging words to Scholar Zhang. The 2 scholars thanked him and walked down the hall together. Scholar Zhang held Mr. Song's hand and sent him to the suburbs. He introduced himself as a person from Changshan, with the surname Zhang, and gave Mr. Song a poem as a farewell gift, but Mr. Song forgot most of the words in the poem, only remembering the lines. "There are flowers and wine. Spring is always there. There are no candles and no lights. The night is self-illuminating." After Mr. Song got on his horse, he said goodbye and left. When he returned home, it was as if he had suddenly woken up from a big dream. At that time, he had been dead for 3 days. Mother Song heard a groan in the coffin, hurriedly helped him out, and after half a day, Mr. Song could speak. He sent someone to Changshan to inquire, and indeed there was a scholar named Zhang who died that day. After 9 years, Mother Song really died. After Mr. Song buried his mother, he bathed and prepared himself, and then entered the room and died. Mr. Song's father-in-law's family lived in the west gate of the city, and suddenly saw Mr. Song riding a beautifully decorated horse, followed by many carriages and servants, entered the inner hall, and said goodbye to him. The whole family was very surprised, and didn't know that Mr. Song had become a god. Mr. Song's father-in-law sent someone to Mr. Song's hometown to inquire about the news, only to find out that Mr. Song had died. Mr. Song once wrote his own biography, but unfortunately it was not preserved after the war. This is just a general situation.